For many years running, we have seen an alarming recession of democracy, the rule of law, respect for human rights in many parts of the world. In the time since releasing our previous report, that backsliding has, unfortunately, continued. In few places have the human consequences of this decline been as stark as they are in the Russian government's brutal war on Ukraine. That's especially true in recent weeks, as Russian forces have been pushed back from towns and cities they occupied or surrounded, and evidence mounts of their widespread atrocities. We see what this receding tide is leaving in its wake. In response, people and governments in every region are voicing their condemnation and calling for those responsible to be held accountable. This global outcry has been clarifying. In its disdain for human life and dignity, the Kremlin has reinvigorated a belief in people worldwide that there are human rights that everyone, everywhere, should enjoy, and underscored why these rights are worth defending. At the same time, civil society, governments, and people around the world are rightly pointing out that Ukraine is, tragically, far from the only place where gross abuses are being perpetrated. They want the international community to shine a spotlight on human rights abuses wherever they're being committed, and to bring the same urgency to stopping abuses and holding perpetrators accountable. The United States shares that goal. This report is just one of the ways that we're working to achieve it. Even as this report looks outward to countries around the world, we've acknowledged from day one of this administration that we have challenges here in the United States. We take seriously our responsibility to address these shortcomings, and we know that the way to do it matters. Together with citizens and communities, out in the open, transparently, not trying to pretend problems don't exist or sweeping them under a rug. And in fact, that's what distinguishes democracies: our willingness, our commitment to pursue that more perfect union. And practicing what we preach at home gives us greater legitimacy when we encourage governments abroad to do the same thing.
How do you respond to the criticism that the United States is implicitly condoning abuses by those governments?
This report, a public report, is very clear about the issues, challenges, concerns we have across the world with nearly 200 countries. And as I said before, it doesn't distinguish between friend and foe. We apply the same standard everywhere. We do it publicly, as in this report. We do it publicly often when I have an opportunity to speak, including in the countries that we're visiting where we have concerns. But again, part of this is making determinations on how we think we can be most effective. And in most cases, this is a process. It's not flipping a switch. We don't expect that things will change from one day to the other. It's the result of sustained engagement and trying to move partners along.